Hey, welcome to Integrative Preparedness. I'm Steve Smith. I want to talk a little bit about fences. My oldest and I were out putting up the rails on the back of the neighbor's fence today. It finally got up in the 30s, been freezing, and so it's kind of slowed us down a little bit. But it's a beautiful, wet day in the upper 30s here now, so we took advantage of it. My second son and I put up a fence along one side of their fence. It's our neighbors. They're elderly and they're in poor health, and you know, would have cost them a lot of money to replace their fence. So that's what neighbors do, right? But as I got to build them or putting up the rails on this fence, it got me thinking about fences, the importance of fences, and not just fences, physical fences, but personal fences as well. You know, the purpose of a fence is to keep things out or keep things in, but it's also to delineate boundaries, agreed upon boundaries, so that people know, you know, what's on each side of it, what's responsibility lies on each side of it, and it kind of protects against, shall we say, disagreements or misunderstandings in the future. It's also important that we have personal fences. We put those boundaries up. Those fences that are our personal fences are our expectations of people, the things that we expect, the things that we won't allow. And when people see our fences, it makes things a lot easier, so that we're not arguing at the fence line. Once they step on the wrong side, it's obvious to everybody, and then that makes the solution simpler, if not easier. But you know, it's not just our own fences that are important. One of the reasons that my neighbor's fence is important is that it can keep things out, whether it be, you know, any kind of thing that wants to travel through their yard and get up along my fence line. Could be four-legged critters, could be two-legged critters. But if I keep their fence, or I help them keep their fence in good repair, it keeps me from having to deal with things at my fence line. How this relates to the personal level is that when we choose those that we allow into our lives, of course we let them up against our fence line and sometimes within it. And we should have very high standards for that. But we should also pay attention to their fences. What kind of fences do they put up? What are their standards for allowing people into their lives? Because the people that they allow into their lives, the situations that they allow into their lives, can affect us. If we don't keep our fences in good repair, it can let things in that we have to deal with closer than we would have had to otherwise. And if those around us don't keep theirs in good repair, it lets things from their life get up against our fence line, and then sometimes we have to deal with it. So those are just a couple things I was thinking about, and I think it's important as we talk about preparedness and as we think about those that we allow in our groups, and as we think about building bigger groups. We're in for the days ahead, the years ahead, are going to bring a lot more people together who find that they have common cause in certain things. But before you let them in too much, make sure that they've got good fences, because if they don't, you're going to be dealing with some of their problems. Okay. Y'all have a good day. Remember that we prepare well today in order to live well tomorrow. And keeping those fences fixed, keeping those fences as high as they need to be and as stout as they need to be is one of the best defenses and best preparations that you can have. You all have a good day. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.